Hello beautiful beings, welcome back to Spiritual Self-Mastery. Today, we're talking about my second Ayahuasca experience. It was a very, very interesting one, to say the least. But part of my experience was actually affected by some external circumstances, and I will actually explain what happened. Okay. So, on my second ayahuasca experience, I only had 1 cup, but my future Aya experiences and ceremonies will be 2 cups and more, which will involve, the more intense, more magical-like type phenomena that are actually experienced during ayahuasca, which are usually between 2 to 3 cups. But this is only 1 cup, but I still had insights and visions that happen during this specific experience, and I want to share and document it, record it on the video for all of you. Also, who knows? You could always help some people. You never know, right? So anyways, on my second experience, okay, so the shaman gave me 1 cup, but so I drank the 1 cup. But this time I wasn't alone doing the ceremony. It was me, and there was another girl also that was there at the retreat center that I guess asked me if she could join me in the ceremony, because anyways, we were talking to each other for a couple of days now, and anyways, I think you can kind of see where it leads to. It's the girl I was talking about a couple of videos prior, right? It's the one that I felt like she may have been, or maybe, who knows, my twin flame. We had very deep conversations. We were very close. But, so you can kind of understand now how it actually affected my trip. Not negatively, but it was, kind of a big distraction. So, so anyways, so let's start. Second Aya experience. Okay, so. Oh yeah, so I had some discussions with some other people, and I'd like to actually help to work better with the medicine, with the plant medicine, with the spirit of ayahuasca. It's always better if you actually set your intention before you and that's always a good thing to do in any type of work with the subconscious mind, and also with the etheric realms. So anyways, I asked the spirit of ayahuasca after I drank my cup that I wanted to remember more, of my actual experience this time. I wanted to remember more visions. I wanted to have actually more insights out of this specific ceremony. And that's exactly what happened. The more you ask the spirit of the plant you're working with, the more the plants are intelligent, the spirits are intelligent, everything is energy. Spirits is our energy. So spirit is energy, right? And energy is always constantly everywhere and is intelligent, by the way. So when you interact with it, the energy can actually work with you. So anyway, so I asked the spirit of ayahuasca to to help me remember more of my experiences. Okay, so I drank that 1 cup, and I could feel my third eye was just freaking tingling like there was no tomorrow. I could not understand what was happening. I guess the first Aya experience I had did a lot of energy clearage, a lot of energy cleansing in my, in my spirit, my energy body, my chakras, basically, and basically my third eye was like, fully pried open from my first ceremony, and my third eye was just freaking tingling like crazy, after I drank the first cup. And, I didn't have any visuals yet or anything. So I don't know what that meant, but, that's always the eye of intuition, the third eye, right? So I guess my intuition was telling me something big was going to happen. I don't know. Anyways. So, but this time the experience was a lot more manageable. than the first time. The first time I kind of like passed out a little bit, and then when I woke up, everything was like kind of shaky and everything, right? But this time was a lot more manageable. I was in a meditation position the whole time, and I, was a lot more manageable. I was actually, it was only 1 cup too, right? So I could feel like the uneasiness at first, but then I was able to manage it. So yeah, it was a lot more manageable. I remember just feeling like absolute pure bliss inside my whole body, just pure relaxation, completely in tune with the spirit of Mother Ayahuasca. And I was, you know, I was I was talking to it as well as I was doing the experience. I was actually thanking her, thanking the spirit, the feminine, chaotic energy from Mother Aya that can help to reveal a lot of inner insights and a lot of different things and past traumas and you name it, right? So I kept thanking him. Like my spirit body was like, thank you, spirit. Thank you, Mother Aya. Thank you for the plants to help me in my own healing, right? So, anyways, I did that, but I felt much lighter, very much lighter than my first experience. I was a lot more balanced. I was able to actually, the whole time, I was able to actually hold my meditation position no problem. And but at some point I just wanted to relax, so I just like kind of laid down on my back. But that was a little bit, like many hours in the future, like after like 3 hours. And the ceremonies only last between 4 to 5 hours on average. So, anyways, yeah, I was a lot more. I felt a strong period of ayahuasca hitting me with its presence. It was really, it's kind of like an in-your-face type of energy. It's very, very strong. I could hear the sounds of the forest in the background were a lot more vivid, were a lot more, all the crickets, all the sounds from the nature, right? Sometimes when you hear at night nature, it's the same thing. It's just that it's greatly amplified in the Amazon. You can just imagine, right? And I'll have some footage for you guys about these type of sounds too. Anyways, so I had some very positive visions of the future, of future events of my future and everything. Like I could see my life literally going in front of me, feeling like visions of as I was walking in the spiritual realm. I was seeing visions of my future, a very prosperous future. And that's what the spirit of Mother Aya showed me. And it made me very, it eased a lot of, I guess, potential fears I may have had, I guess. But yeah, so very positive visions of the future. The spirit of Aya told me many things. Oh, okay, so now we're getting to the juicy part. The spirit of Aya told me, all eyes are on you now. You want influence? You want to be seen? Well, all eyes are on you now. You want a future filled with abundance? No problem. We will give you the tools necessary to get all of the manifestations you desire. But before that happens, you need to work on becoming more humble. That's what the spirit of Aya told me. That I need to work on becoming even more humble. And also more patient with the people around me. And I kept hearing these words. All eyes are on you now. All eyes are on you now. With influence, with great powers comes great responsibilities. That's what I was hearing in my head. That's the voices I was hearing at that time. Again and again, I kept hearing the spirit of Mother Aya, and then I was just with my hands in prayer position, and I kept thanking her for all the messages. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was eternally grateful, because these plant spirits are very intelligent. They know exactly what's going on, and they send messages directly through your subconscious mind. This is very powerful stuff, and the more you interact with it, the more it can actually help. And the more you work with it, the more it can actually help you work whatever problem you're actually trying to solve. There's a saying, we always have all the answers always inside of us, right? And that's very true. These plant medicines are only mere tools to show the answers that we already have inside of us. It's just that they're very useful tools. They're not necessary, but they're very, very useful. Like any other type of subconscious work you might try to do to actually improve your own life, right? So let's continue. Yeah, I felt an immense energy. So I kept thanking the spirit of Mother Aya, and I felt an immense energy, a feeling of love and compassion and pure bliss going through all of my body after all these messages went through. And I felt happy, I felt content, I felt so good. It was like a very warm, fuzzy feeling inside all of my spirit. It was interesting. And then, so that's the first part. And then the rest of the trip was me having visions of, I guess, or maybe fantasizing, I don't know. Having visions, basically, of me and, I guess, the girl I had a crush on. The girl that was actually doing the ceremony with me, that I got to know very, very intimately during only a couple days. And it's crazy, right? It's only a couple days. Like, oh, you're just falling in love really easy, man. Maybe. But it's those kind of strong connections, that you have with people, where you have like very deep conversations, and you feel it. You start a sentence and that person just finishes it. You know what I mean? Like this type of strong connection. So anyway, so for the rest of the trip was me having visions, I guess, of me and that girl, which I won't name to protect your privacy, of course, that I fell in love with, I guess, at the retreat center. But what did not help me is that she was actually there doing an Aya ceremony at the same time as me. So her energy was there too. So her energy might have, like, I don't know, maybe like went to my etheric field or whatever, into my aura, into my energy field around me. I could feel it. It was affecting the energy, because everything is energy and everything is always interconnected, right? So so she was having an ayahuasca experience at the same time as me, and it was only me and her and the shaman. And so I kept seeing visions of can't believe I'm sharing this right now. I guess I kept seeing visions of like me introducing her to my family, and us both just living the typical beautiful love story, right? Like you kind of see in the Disney movies. Maybe it's just me being a romantic, me just fantasizing. Who knows? Okay, so or maybe it was just my subconscious mind that was being reflected its own deepest desires, or my subconscious mind being reflected back through the spirit of Aya, right? That was actually facilitating the tap in to the subconscious, right? Or the astral world, or whatever you want to call it. I think they're all interconnected anyways. I think the subconscious mind and the astral world are connected. And you can actually manifest in the astral world through your own subconscious, because we have this power of manifestation. on the soul level. Anyways, let's continue. So yeah, my trip, yeah, Spirit of Mother Aya, very powerful. It helps you to solve your own internal problems and conflicts, my friends. Okay, so whatever you may want to change in your life, it's a very powerful plant medicine. It's a very powerful plant spirit that can actually help you if you work with it, in unison. So I felt love, pure bliss inside, happiness. I was happy with my life. While I was tripping, like, the shaman literally came and see me, and it was like, and I was just in meditation position, right? And then the shaman came to see me, and it was like, is everything alright? Is everything alright, Nicola? I was like, life is great. Life is awesome. Life is I'm just so happy with life. Life is just great. I felt just so happy. I just felt this warm, fuzzy feeling of just pure bliss, happiness inside of me. I haven't felt that in a long time, unless some other times when I did some very, very longer meditations, I kind of felt like somewhat of the same feeling. But it was like amplified. So it was interesting. And then, what was it? Okay, so yeah, I'm very happy with my life. And I said to the shaman, literally, life is great. I love life. I feel relaxed and amazing. End quote. So he placed his hands and his arm. He placed his arm around my back and shoulder and thanked me for my present. It was like, thank you, Nicola. Thank you for being here. I was like, and I was shocked that he told me that. I was like, why are you thanking me? Why are you thanking me? But then later, I think I understood why he was thanking me because, anyways, I was like, oh, thank you for being here. I was very grounded, relaxed, right? Very masculine type of energy with a big fat smile on my face as bliss was continuously flowing in my body. And at the same time, the girl that was tripping with me, right? Or anyways, on another mattress on the ground a little further, she was a bit more loud. She was a lot more into her divine feminine type energy. So she was actually chanting, my friends. And she was chanting mantras and some random sounds continuously. And probably to let the energy flow better. That's what I kind of felt. I was like, okay, well, she's feeling some energies and she's just, gonna let it out. So I was tripping at the same time, right, as this was happening. So I was actually conscious at that time that all these sounds, these random sounds, could potentially affect my own trip, right? Depending on my state and depending on multiple factors. So that's the only reason why I did not want a second cup, because the shaman actually came to see me and offered me a second cup. I had maybe 2 sips of the second cup and I could not continue. I could not continue because I felt like if I would have gone with that full second cup completely, all these random sounds in the background would have actually kind of overwhelmed me and overpower, I guess, my trip, and I might have felt like a bad trip. That was my line of thinking at that time. So that's why I did not go with the full second cup. And also, I kind of felt sick to my stomach a little bit. I just could not drink it. It was very rough, and even he made the brew even like lighter, more drinkable. You know what I mean? So anyway, so I was very calm, grounded, right? Silent, feeling in control, very in my divine masculine type energy. And while she was displaying a bit louder, naturally chaotic, more, feminine type energy, with the ups and downs and random sounds coming out of her, right? Type of chants. It was weird because I was actually appreciating all these sounds. Because at first it affected my ego. I realized, I was looking at my ego. I was like, why is my ego annoyed a little bit? And then I was like, no, Nick, it's only your ego. Your ego is so stupid right now. Why is he being slightly annoyed? man. And then I was just, after that reflection, I just felt completely at ease and at peace, and I don't know, I was just appreciating what was actually bothering my ego at that time. It was very interesting. So anyway, so yeah. So I believe that's my theory, that the shaman actually, because he even told her to stop singing at some point, and she kept continuing. And then I asked her, "Why are you continuing singing, right?" And she was like, "Oh well, she was actually channeling apparently the birds behind. She was actually channeling the birds from the Amazon right behind the hut that was actually wanted her to sing for them." So she was just like in the flow channeling the birds in the background, and she could not stop. So, but at some point I think it was actually bothering a little bit the shaman, or well, bothering. It was, the shaman came and told her like, okay, it's okay, like you can stop singing now, because at first she requested to him, right, like, can I sing? And he was like, yes, no problem. But then she continued for a long, long time, and maybe at some point, I think my masculine stoic type energy, very calm, right, grounded. I did not make a sound whatsoever, very silent. I think he was very happy about that kind of energy balance in the background, right? Because it was very loud on one side, and on the other side was very calm, very grounded, I was just there, just enjoying, just here with a big fat smile on my face, and I was so happy, right? So, I think he was happy about that, but he kept thanking me. And anyway, so at some point, I just started to lay down because I didn't want to stay in a meditation position for the whole 4 hours. So after maybe like 2.5 hours, I decided to lay down on my back. And then a little later, the shaman came back to see me. And then he actually placed his hand on my heart chakra, near my chest area, right? And he was feeling my energy. And then, I was like, then he was like, oh, thank you for being here again. And, it was very nice to hear. Anyways, I did not expect this from the shaman, to be honest with all of you. And then, yeah, so, oh, okay, sorry. So basically, that was after I laid down for a little while that he came back. He thanked me, but that's when he asked me for the second cup, right? And that's when I was like, no, he brought it. I had like one sip, and I was like, oh no, sorry, I can't. I can't continue, because all these thoughts were going in my mind. I did not want to, feeling overwhelmed for what I just explained. Okay, so, yeah. But that second time, my friends, I did not have any purging whatsoever. The first experience, I had some purging. Second time, I did not have some purging. So I kept having these images and vision of like Mother Aya thanking me, and Mother Aya literally being happy with the progress I've made energetically. And she was literally thanking me, and she was like, thank you for the work that you've done, and keep on going. You're doing an amazing job. That's what I heard. And the message that went in my mind was, she was thanking me, and because of the work that I've done, that's why I was not purging that second time. No purging whatsoever. Very interesting. No purging. And I was like, wow. So I guess I have cleansed a lot on the first experience. And yeah, so maybe if I would have gone with the full second cup, I probably would have purged more, some other deeper type of negative energies and past traumas and stuff like that, right, that may have been still stuck inside of me. Who knows, right? Yeah, my friends, so during this experience, during the whole ceremony, my third eye was just tingling. All around the brow area was just shaking, tingling like crazy, and I could not understand. I was like, well, I couldn't understand a little bit. I was like, wow, why is my third eye tingling, like buzzing like crazy in this second Aya experience? It was just insane. I was like, it really does clear the chakras up. Crazy, right? So yeah, and then I was also in my head, it's not okay. It's not the end of the world. It's like you will have other opportunities to actually have the 2 cups and actually dive deeper into the ayahuasca sphere and to the astral world and actually get more answers that you may seek. Because I have another 6 ceremonies, my friends, before the end of 2022. It's going to be very intense. It cost me many thousands of dollars, and I'm literally leaving in 3 days from now to go into another area of the Amazon to actually have 3 other ceremonies, and this time I hired my own interpreter to come with me, because in this other area of the jungle, like they don't speak a word of English, so I had to hire my own interpreter from Lima here, and she's going to be coming with me. I already paid the plane tickets and everything, and I already paid the shaman over there. Well, half of it, they wanted half of the money anyways to go over there before, and then I'm going to pay the other half once I'm at the airport, and once I arrive over there, then I will have 3 more intense ayahuasca ceremonies, and I will have these 2 cups, at least 2 to 3 cups, at the very least 2 cups. I'm gonna try to anyways for all of these other ceremonies, and it will be a lot more intense. I will actually experience out of body experiences, astral travel, other dimensions. Who knows? Other type entities or what positive spirits that may want to interact with me into the astral world. It may be angels, who knows, right? But if you sage your body before, and you make sure that most negative energies are gone and everything, once you go in the astral world, usually you won't, there's always a possibility you may encounter some negative spirits, but if your intentions are pure and you know that your spirit inside of you is stronger than everything, right? There's nothing, they are harmless to you, because your spirit and your soul is more powerful than anything, because it has the spark of God, or the spark of the universe, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, it doesn't matter the term you apply to it, because your soul is indestructible, is infinite, and will live on forever. So you don't have to be scared into these experiences that may even, be scary. It's very scary for the ego, especially, right? Like, oh my God, am I gonna die? Whatever. No, you're not. You are infinite. You don't have to worry. But all of these experiences are life changing, my friends, and I cannot wait to talk more about the new experiences I will have once I have actually 2, and who knows, maybe 3 cups, but I will actually, visit the crazy higher astrals, higher realms that I've already visited in the past through DMT, but I will actually be able to work through these experiences more, because it's a 4 to 5 hour trip, and it's not just a 15-minute trip. If you smoke DMT, it's not the same thing. You can actually work with the medicine and work with the spirit of Mother Aya, and actually, truly transcend all barriers. So my friends, you do not have to be scared into all those limited beliefs. Your ego will always be scared, because it's the part of you that is actually limited here in this physical existence. But your soul, in part though, your soul is infinite. It lives on forever. And it is your pure essence inside of you that the universe gave to you. And it is indestructible. You do not have to be scared. But sometimes it requires a lot of self-work to not let our own ego scare us into manifesting fears and things. And now I just realized at the end of the video, I just turned on the actual light because did not have any light for the whole video. Anyways, my friends, have a beautiful day. I hope this video was informative to you in any way, shape, or form. that may prepare you for your own ayahuasca ceremonies. If you have the chance to experience this powerful plant medicine. If not, that's okay too. You can always do some self-work through many different other modalities. You do not need all this ayahuasca stuff. It's not necessary for your own growth, by the way. It's a very powerful tool, but it is not necessary. You could always work through prayer. You can always work through meditation, self-work, hypnosis. There's so many different modalities of the subconscious that you can actually work on and work and improve your life. But it doesn't take the fact away that these powerful tools like plant medicine, like ayahuasca, like, many different psychedelics can be very, very powerful into transforming your life to the better, into making you self-reflect onto many of your problems, into different areas and different perspectives that you may have not considered before. Have a beautiful day, my friends. Thank you so much for watching all of this, beautiful souls, and always focus on your own healing. You deserve it, okay? You deserve to be happy. You deserve to live a prosperous life, happy, with bliss, and just positivity, and do not dwell in fear. Okay, my friends? So, stay blessed, and many healing and positive energies your way. I love all of you. Have a great day. Much love. Namaste.